Hey guys, welcome to the Thrive and Survive Research Hub. Today is episode 5 of the Mastering Stress series, and today we're going to talk about chronic stress, something that I think a lot of people struggle with. I've struggled with it in the past, and understanding how to navigate this is something that I think is very important. So, before we get started on the tools to navigate chronic stress, I want us to look at stress in the following situation, okay? Stress can be classified like this. There is eustress and there is distress. And this concept is something that was introduced by Tim Ferriss in the 4-Hour Work Week, so credit must go to him. Eustress is stress that is healthy. It's stress that pushes us to grow. A good example of this is a coach or a teacher that pushes you outside of your comfort zone and shows you that you're capable of far more than you ever thought that you could be, essentially. Distress is stress that is harmful, it's toxic. An example of this is being in a toxic relationship with somebody who just breaks you down, keeps on chirping away at you. A boss at work who constantly criticizes you but never gives you any helpful feedback, something like that. Stress that essentially breaks you down. That's distress. And the reason why this is important is because it ties into the first tool that I'm going to recommend here. Now, the first tool, it's to adopt a stress is enhancing mindset. And what is that? What does it mean? What am I talking about? So, a stress is enhancing mindset is where you as an individual perceive stress as something that can help you to grow. Instead of looking at it as, oh my goodness, this thing is so stressful, you view it as a necessary, normal part of life, and you see it as an opportunity to be better. Okay. If you go back to episode 3 of the series, we spoke about how stress can be good. Sorry, episode 2 of the series. We spoke about how stress can be good and how you can get activated. So, in the short term, when we get stressed, our whole body becomes primed to have better cognition and our immune system gets activated to fight viruses. So, understanding that can tie into this adopting a stress is enhancing mentality. And there's research to support the value of this. Let me just refer to my notes here. Dr. Alia Krum, Associate Professor of Stanford University, has done research into this. And she found that people who adopted a stress is enhancing mindset had better performance in stressful environments, they had better well-being, their whole physiological response to stress was better. They had less back pain, less insomnia, less headaches. Their whole body responded in a more positive way to stress than people who viewed stress as debilitating. So, in a nutshell, your perception of stress affects the way that your body responds to stress. And stress can be a healthy thing if we view it correctly. Now, that's not to say that the event which causes us stress is good. It's saying that when something happens, there is an opportunity for growth if we can view it in that light. So that's the first tool. The second tool is to make it an absolute priority to structure your life towards stress management. So what does that mean? It means that we are the only ones who can take responsibility for how stressful our lives are. It's within our control to structure our lives to be less stressful. We are the only ones who can go to bed at a reasonable time. We are the only ones who can go and exercise and who can control our diet and who decide whether we are in stressful, toxic relationships that break us down or not. It reminds me of a quote that is well known in Stoicism in the sense of the man who reads but does not apply that which he reads is no better than the man who cannot read. Please don't let this just be a video that you watch on the internet without you taking action. Do something. Apply the tools that you've seen throughout the week. I'm not trying to lecture you guys. I'm not better than anybody. I'm just telling you the things that I tell myself which help me in my life. And if one person can come away from this video having made a positive change in their life, then I will consider it a success. I think life can be amazing, but it's on us to make it so, guys. So I really hope that you can take something away from this video about stress management. And if you guys are interested about more detail into how you can create a less stressful life, check out the blog that I have. I've got a link in the description where every day, every time I post a video, I have a newsletter where I go into a little bit more detail on how to manage these things. So check it out, and please like and subscribe. And I hope that you guys have a great day and that you make one step closer to building a less stressful life. Thanks, guys.